from Cincinnati. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And Burrow going to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 2.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, Elliott trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yeah, me, Zach. I said, what's she on? Yeah, she.
Elliott.
No. Nah, we ain't laughing at that.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out. Jumped the
Ooh.
Touchdown. Noah Brown, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
They gave him a touchdown. I thought I knocked the ball at that motherfucker.
Here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play. And the
didn't I knock that out of his hand?
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a
good shit
and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw
good
something
shit,
right in
though.
coverage, and they targeted
God
it for the
damn, I should have.
And the perfect way
ain't
to
no
cap
way.
their opening drive. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
I thought she kicked me out, my guy. That's saying she ended her shit. But I come back, I see you alive.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Good shit.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
Throw it down.
Pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And
what?
Come
on, man. That's crazy, bro. My nigga.
A 16-yard touchdown.
My nigga didn't even try to catch the ball.
Cowboys are
Okay.
able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay.
Extra point
My
by
nigga didn't even
Moore,
try to catch the ball.
good.
Okay.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
I'm rusty than a motherfucker, too. I can tell.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
That's all right, bro.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
That's all right. It's all right. We great. It's all right.
Drive about to get going. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down. Burrow looking to pass.
Ooh.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Damn.
Now it's Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Ain't no
and
way.
He'll go down, but not before getting this
Ain't
inside
no way,
the
bro.
30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Where my defense at? Where my defense at?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And this is going to be intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I had to get back.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down. See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now Pirine. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. There you go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying
Nigga ain't even fucking
he
throw the ball.
Charles to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there.
I gotta get back in the booth. I ain't played this shit. I don't know how long. But I get this shit.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
What?
And Burrow gonna be
Come on, man. You gotta block that shit, bro.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points.
Come on, man. You got to catch it.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there's things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A first down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this second quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
The drive starts with a handoff to Pirine. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Going up top.
Oh, my God.
Going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That's bullshit, bro. I can't.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Play action. It's Burrow. That's complete to the tight end Sample. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Shit's crazy.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Here we go. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So
I can't get shit going.
Down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ain't no way he catches it.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here we go, 2nd and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's Burrow.
Man, you gotta throw that motherfucker, bro.
Gets there this time for the sack.
That shit
Dorrance
crazy,
Armstrong able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Boy, a real head scratcher there.
I can't get nothing going.
And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Play action now, Prescott. And now here is another interception.
I didn't know I had it. That shit flipped over like late as hell.
Take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Here we go from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Damn, I can't score it, bro.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Inside handoff to Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. But they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 3rd down, Burrow. Pressure comes and down he goes. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Prescott on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. So that, Charles, maybe the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Mike Hill. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Seems pretty obvious defensively. A key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the one.
Touchdown, Bengals. It's T. Higgins with a touchdown pass from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So very late in the game here, but with that score, some light at the end of the tunnel.
There's still hope. Now they look at the score and say, hold on a second. This thing's not over yet. Let's keep battling.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball. Said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football and give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. But right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. From from the 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. Mixing up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Bengals are going to take possession of of the football. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to...
And my goodness, another interception. And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope that the Hail Mary to be intercepted and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. To hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast